Physical media man, physical media man, physical media man. What'd you buy? Was it something good?
What's up, guys? Physical Media Man back here again for another Physical Media Man Monday video. Was having trouble with coming up with stuff. I do, of course, have a few monthly movie reviews still to get caught up on. But we're going to be gone the next few days, and I need to get this done. So I don't know what's going on. People have been talking about it or speculating. I am not a big enough YouTube channel to know what's going on exactly, but something, I don't know if they're just doing a sale. I know they were doing a 13 days of Halloween or something. I'm talking about Shout Factory, Scream Factory, but everything on their website's on sale. And a lot of the really good deals are on the Shout Select line. So I'm going to be showing off my Shout Select collection. I do hopefully plan on placing an order. There's a few things I definitely want to grab. And a couple things that unfortunately already sold out. I really wanted to get Envy with Jack Black and Ben Stiller for $9.99. Thought that was a great deal. Came out last year, I think, and it's sold out, so I was too slow on that. But anyways, before I get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave feedback, do all that good stuff down below. I'll leave the links to my Instagram page, my Physical Media Man Store Instagram page, my Facebook page for the Physical Media Man / Physical Media Man Store, my Facebook page for non-media related items to Hodgepodge Garage, my email, my eBay, my Twitter, and my Letterboxd account. So yeah, like I said, I'm not exactly sure. People were saying they were going to be filing bankruptcy. Somebody was saying that they were just getting rid of stock inventory to make room for new things that they were going to be coming out with. Because yeah, they're still releasing or having releases announced of what they're coming out with in the future. They did just there's some, I don't know if they bought somebody or something happened there too. So yeah, like I said, I don't know anything, but there were some very good prices on their site. So I want to go ahead and show what I had and talk about the ones I've watched, which honestly is not a ton of these. I've seen quite a few though, and just haven't watched the copy since I bought it. But I'm going to go in spine order. So we got spine number 2, John Carpenter's Elvis, starring Kurt Russell. A lot of John Carpenter's movies have been put out by Scream Factory, Shout Factory. And I've been trying to get them all. So I was real excited to get this whenever I did. I just haven't got around to it yet. It's not too long. Oh, I guess it is. It's 170 minutes, so it is kind of long. I think it was kind of like a TV movie. No, it says it was originally broadcast on ABC in 1979. So the original biopic about the king of rock and roll. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that one out. I just haven't got around to it. Next Step's one of my favorites. I have upgraded, I guess, in a way to the Vinegar Syndrome 4K, but I decided to keep this. It looked great if I remember right. But we got spine number 4, a lot of good interviews and special features on Roadhouse. Next up's one of the higher rated Sylvester Stallone movies, and it was pretty good. A good thriller cop movie. Sylvester Stallone, Nighthawks. This is spine 6. And I'll try to remember which ones were on sale. I think this was in between $9 and $15. This is spine 22. Cheech and Chong's next movie. I think I have watched this. I think I've watched all their stuff. It's just been a while. Not much special features wise on this one. Just a new interview with Cheech and the theatrical trailer and radio spots. But I think this is the only way you can get it on Blu-ray. Next up, we got one of the favorites of mine. Another one that doesn't really have much special features, but we got Spine 28. Michael Keaton, Terry Garr, Mr. Mom. Really fun movie. I haven't watched it since I've I bought this, but really happy to have it in the collection. Next up, we got Spine 31. This was pretty good. This was $9.99 on the sale. If you're into music, and especially the 90s, like grunge era, this is a really good documentary called Hype. So yeah, Spine 31, 83 minutes. Definitely worth checking out if you're into that type of thing. Next up, we got Spine 33, 3 O'Clock High. Basically the same premise as Fist Fight, the Ice Cube Charlie Day movie. Pretty good. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. I think this was part of the sale. I think also around 10 to 15. Next up, another one of my favorites, Spine 44, Tom Hanks, The Burbs. Can't go wrong. Really fun movie. Also stars Carrie Fisher, Bruce Dern, and Corey Feldman. Some good special features on this one. Really fun movie. This was definitely part of the sale. I think it was in between 10 and 15 too. I think most of these were $9.99. Another one, this one's not like as a good a movie, but a lot of fun. Dan Aykroyd and Dr. Detroit. Just a really silly movie. Another one that's got quite a bit of special features on it. So next up's one I have not watched. We got David Lynch's Wild at Heart, starring Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern. This is Spine 46. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that one out whenever I get around to it. Next up, we got City Slickers, Spine 47. Been a while since I've watched it. Some good featurettes on it. Looks like they're not new, I don't think, but looks like everything maybe got ported over. I don't think that one wasn't part of the sale. This one I don't think was either. This is a pretty fun Western starring Tom Selleck, Spine 48, Quigley Down Under. So yeah, I've watched this one, had a lot of fun with it. And I think most of their, so we got some inner art and then some artwork on the disc. And like I said, this sale is their TV stuff, their movies, their DVDs, their Blu-rays, their 4Ks, Shout Factory, Scream Factory, Shout Select, just anything that they put out that's on their website is basically on sale. Next up, I don't think I watched this since I got this copy, but I could be wrong. Spine 50, another Nicolas Cage, another fun one, Valley Girl. Another one that has a lot of special features, including some new stuff. So yeah, I don't think that one was part of the sale either. This one definitely was. I haven't watched it since I've got it, but another one I had a lot of fun with. Dan Aykroyd, Tom Hanks, and Dragnet. Another one, I think, $10 to $15. This one I haven't watched. Spine 56. Bought this one just because it won Best Picture, but you got James Stewart, June Allison, and the Glenn Miller Story. So yeah, this one, 1954. Maybe it didn't win. Yeah, I guess it didn't. I'm sorry. Looks like it won Best Screenplay, Best Score, and Best Sound. I must have just got it because Jimmy Stewart's in it. I thought it won, though. But, guess I was mistaken. They do have another movie. I think Bing Crosby's in it. Can't remember the name of it offhand. It's part of this Shout Select line, and it did win Best Picture. I do plan on getting that during the sale. Next up, a great rom-com. Really enjoyed this the first time I watched it. We got Spine 59, Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan, and When Harry Met Sally. I think we actually watched it on this copy, and there's a new conversation with Rob Reiner and Billy Crystal, and we really liked this one and ended up watching like all the special features. Definitely recommend that one if you haven't seen it. Next up, we got Steve Martin, Michael Caine, Spine 61, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Pretty funny movie. this one was part of the sale too. We got Spine 66, the Legally Blonde collection, which includes Legally Blonde 1 and 2. Really enjoyed going back and watching these movies. They're still a lot of fun. So next up, we got Spine 63, Hugh Grant, Andy McDowell, and 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Didn't love it, but fan of Hugh Grant, so decided to go ahead and keep it. It looks like this one has some of these. If they came with the slipcover, they actually have reversible art, so you can have different from the slip. This one's part of the sale. I think $9.99. A lot of fun. The DVD was worth the money for a while because that was the only way you could get it. Kurt Russell, one of my favorites. And Used Cars, new interview with the producer and co-writer, and it's got commentary, outtakes, radio interviews. So yeah, Spine 67, definitely worth it if you're a Kurt Russell fan. This one I didn't really like. I'd probably get rid of if I had to get rid of one in the collection, but I'm pretty sure I got a good deal on it. You got Tom Berenger, Mimi Rogers, and Someone to Watch Over Me, Spine 69. And then from the first stack here, Spine 75, another Sylvester Stallone for the collection. I haven't watched this yet. We got Paradise Alley. I'm pretty sure this is the only way you can get this one on Blu-ray too. So looks like he also has Bill Conti doing music on it. Written and directed by Stallone as well. So yeah, pretty neat. They have some things here that's the only way you could watch these movies is through the Shout Select line. Or, I guess, or the only way you could watch them on Blu-ray, let's put it that way. Next up, Christian Slater had to get this one, Cuffs. This one was a lot of fun. Spine 77. It's got a new audio commentary and a new conversation. Looks like this one came with a slip at one point. So here you got the original reversible art, which I don't know. They're both pretty cool. So like, bet that was what the slipcover was. And then this is the original movie poster, would be my guess. So pretty neat. But yeah, I think that was $9.99 during the sale. All right, sorry about that. I think I got this at Walmart. Another one that was fun to revisit both movies. Awesome to have these together with the set. We got Eddie Murphy and the Nutty Professor collection. This is Spine 93. So yeah, it's really fun to rewatch those. Another one I think I got at Walmart. Spine 97. Richard Pryor and John Candy and Brewster's Millions. This one was pretty funny too. Definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it. Next up, we got The Wizard. This is another one that was kind of hard to get until this Shout Select copy came out. And this is the 4K. Or no, this is the Blu-ray, sorry. It's got a new 4K transfer. So yeah, it's fun movie with Fred Savage, especially if you're into video games. Definitely worth watching. This one is 4K. We got Best Picture winner. It's got a new interview with actor John Savage and producer Mike Deely. I haven't watched this since I got it. I've seen the movie, a really good movie, but we got Robert De Niro, John Savage, Meryl Streep, Christopher Walken, John Cazale, and The Deer Hunter. Have not watched this since I got the Blu-ray, but I remember really liking it. Great cast. Al Pacino, Jack Lemmon, Alec Baldwin, Ed Harris, Alan Arkin, Kevin Spacey, Jonathan Pryce, and Spine 107, Glengarry Glen Ross. Next up, we got Tommy Lee Jones and Kate Blanchett and Rod Howard's The Missing. I remember thinking this was really good when I watched it. It's been a while. This is Spine 109. Some more Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper, and Adaptation. This is Spine 112. This is part of the sale, $9.99. What a deal. Had so much fun revisiting this one. It's got a new interview with director Ivan Reitman and a new interview with writer Herschel Weingrod. Spine 113, Arnold, Danny DeVito, twins. This was part of the sale too, $9.99 I think. Ice Cube, Mike Epps, all about the Benjamins. I'm really happy to have this one in the collection. I think I had the DVD actually, but it didn't have a Blu-ray until this came out. So yeah. Quite a few special features on that one. All right, next up, I think I got this for $9 or less. A lot of fun this one was. Some fun, like, I want to say Sinbad was in it, maybe, or no. At least Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson are in this, pretty young. But this stars Goldie Hawn. Really fun sports movie if you haven't seen it, called Wildcats, Spine 115. Spine 117. I don't think I've ever watched this. I know friend of the show and friend Lewis is a big fan of this one. We got the sequel to City Slickers 2, The Legend of Curly's Gold. So Spine 117. I added this one to the collection, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, I don't think the first one's part of the sale. It must be out of print, but this second one is part of the sale, and I think this one was a little more than the others, so I think this one was around $15. And like I said, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't have any thoughts, but I'm happy to have it in the collection. I'm pretty sure I watched this in school. I don't know if it was college or high school or what, but we got Spine 119, really good movie. Adrian Brody and Roman Polanski's The Pianist. So yeah, I remember it was kind of hard to watch, but I remember it being really good. It's just been a while since I've watched it. Really enjoyed this one. I remember watching it in college, I'm pretty sure, with my roommate. We got Spine 120, really fun sports movie, Little Big League. So awesome that this one has a release now. You got some cool inner artwork in the disc. So yeah, Spine 120. New interview with actor Luke Edwards, who is the kid in the movie. Really fun sports movie, especially kids. I mean, it kind of like Mighty Ducks. Kind of came out at the same time as that. Takes place in Minnesota too. He ends up being the owner of the Minnesota Twins. So this, Rookie of the Year, all kind of the same time period. I haven't watched this since I got it, but really big fan of this movie. Jim Carrey and Liar Liar, Spine 127. It's got a new look back at the writing of Liar Liar and a new looking back at the cast. Summer School, this one was kind of fun. Mark Harmon, not like amazing, but definitely worth keeping. I got a good deal on it, so it's got an audio commentary with director Carl Reiner and actor Mark Harmon, which might have been on the DVD, I don't know, but I do plan on keeping that one, and I watched it. So this one was pretty cheap. I think $8.99. I was happy to get this whenever I did. This one was stuck on DVD for a long time. We got Al Pacino, Matthew McConaughey, Rene Russo, and Two for the Money. Good sports betting movie. Spine 131. And yeah. This one I was excited about when it got announced. This one was $12.99 or less, I think, and this was a fairly recent release. And I'm going to be honest, I remember really liking this movie, and then when we went and watched it again, I did not like it as much. So far, I've decided to go ahead and keep it. I don't know if that'll change or not, but we got Jane Fonda, Lindsay Lohan, Felicity Huffman, and Georgia Rule. One of my favorites. This is a 4K Blu-ray release. You got Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, Point Break. Really happy to have this in the collection. I think I had the Blu-ray, and I decided to upgrade because this is one of my favorites. Not much in the way of special features, but great movie. Another 4K. I think I got this from friend of the show, Joey, if I'm not mistaken. Another 4K Blu-ray. Does have some new special features, a couple new interviews with the writer-director, Jonathan Lynn, associate producer Jeffrey Chernov, an interview with film music historian Daniel Schweiger about John Morris's score. So, yeah. I remember really liking this when we watched it. It's been a while. I haven't watched the 4K since I've got it, but I'm really happy to have it in the collection. So yeah, they've been releasing some 4Ks here somewhat recently, but still doing Blu-rays and going back and forth. Some things have slipcovers, some don't, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Was really excited when this got announced. Remember being a big fan of this in high school when we watched it. Jack Black, Kyle Gass, Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny, some good cameos, including Devo and Ben Stiller. So yeah, Spine 155. It's got the audio commentary with Jack Black and Kyle Gass. Doesn't look like anything's new. It has a music video, which I'm not sure which music video, but all right. And lastly, my most recent pickup, which this has kind of gotten, I don't know if I would say backlash, but it includes, or the release is a theatrical, and a lot of people know there's some scene, which I didn't watch this enough to know this, but one of the scenes in the film that a lot of people are familiar with the movie and watch it a lot, watch the the television version, which has this scene that's not in this release because this is the theatrical and it wasn't in the theatrical. But anyways, Jim Carrey, another Jim Carrey in the Shout Select line. We got Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Remember watching this quite a bit growing up. Another one that doesn't really have much in the way of special features. And no reversible artwork, but artwork on the discs. So yeah, that is everything in my Shout Select collection. Have a lot of fun collecting in this line because there's a lot of stuff that I'm really interested in. And like I said, I plan on getting a couple things that were finally good deals, but yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Like I said, they do put out a lot of good stuff, so hopefully they're just doing a good sale, which they don't typically do, I don't feel like, personally. Sometimes their stuff goes on sale. It's just not as good as sales as some of the other places, but I mean, sometimes they have good deals. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling. Hope you enjoyed this. What are your favorites in the Shout Select line? What are some ones I should be on the lookout for? I kind of talked about the ones I really liked. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't yet done so, please make sure to subscribe. This is the Physical Media Man signing off. Physical Media will never die.
Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man.